This episode is brought to you by Elevate OS, the only all-in-one community operating system. Elevate OS transforms property management, combining resident engagement, reservations, rent payments, maintenance, and concierge services into a single super app. It also uniquely integrates access control, intercoms, package lockers, and thermostats, eliminating app fatigue and redefining modern apartment living. Visit elevateos.com/MMN for a free demo and see how they can help you level up your operations. What do you want from life? I think it's an interesting question. I think it's a question that we don't examine enough as individuals, people who are working in the multifamily space, people more broadly speaking across the country, across the world, around the world, don't stop to ask themselves the question, what do you want from life? And I'm not talking about cars and boats and houses and new purses and wallets and bags and all this stuff, right? I'm not talking about material items. I'm talking about what you want from life for yourself in terms of character development, the ability to be honest and transparent and have integrity, to be resourceful, things that would be germane to living a really good life and showing up in the world as a beneficial presence for other people, knowing that intrinsically you are riding along a path of true north, that you are being honest and full of integrity with yourself so that you can be full of honesty and integrity with others, but all the character traits that make up who you are as a person, the values that you hold to be in service of others, to be in service of yourself so that you can be in service of others. We don't stop and ask the question. We simply allow the world, everything outside of our four walls and a ceiling and a piece of carpet, outside of the world, even inside of that space, you allow the world to influence you through social media, through other media, through distractions that happen to you throughout the day when you're not intentional, allowing toxic people to occupy a lot of the time and resource that you have as an individual. You don't take time, intentional self-care, time for yourself to walk through those things, to consider those things, to be contemplative about those things, to consider what it is you really want for life and out of life. You can be intentional about those things. And once you decide, it's really interesting. There's something that happens in the brain, in the mind. When you decide what you want for life or out of life, life has a funny way of showing up in the way that you want to be influenced. So when you start to focus, when you become intentional and you start to focus on the things that you want in your life, then life starts to present those things to you. You might have otherwise heard of this as the law of attraction. We could argue and fuss and fight about that philosophy or that concept. Many books have been written about it, but it really is on some level accurate in that those things that you think about, those things that you read about, those things that you allow into your space are the things that become influential to you, for you, by you. And to the extent that you're doing that in a way that is beneficial to yourself, then by extension, it becomes beneficial to other people. So my encouragement for you today, and those of you in the multifamily space, because that's really my sphere of influence, but more broadly speaking, if you're watching this and you have nothing to do with the multifamily business, but business in general, or even life, take the time to ask yourself the question, what do you want from life? And then record those things and focus on those things and bring those things manifest into your life. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.